Y'all know what time it is. What are we talking about? Right, so today's rant, how to price yourself. It's something every photographer struggles with, every artist or creative struggles with. Now, I can only really speak to this as photographers who work more on the hourly or day rate basis. As a commercial photographer myself, I really only work by the day. There's never a project that I've ever had in the last couple of years where it's like, oh, this will be done in 2 hours, right? Like, no, it's not like that. So the long and short of it is that wherever you live in San Francisco, if you live in New York, if you live in good old Cleveland, Ohio, that your day rate is equal to what you pay in rent. So if you live in Cleveland, Ohio, and you say pay $1,100 a month in rent, your day rate is $1,100. And that's just where you like start. That's a nice baseline. You pay $400 in rent, you're $400 a day. That way, if you spend 1 day on set, you can keep a roof over your head. 2 days on set, you can feed yourself. 3 days on set, you might be able to own a car. So just take that day rate, divide it by 8, and that's now your hourly rate. If you work an 8-hour day, 10-hour day, 12-hour day, like most of us creatives work 12, 14-hour days. So let's say you're living in Cleveland, Ohio, your rent is $1,100 a day. And so if you divide that by an 8-hour day, 1,100 divided by 8 is, it's $137. So round it up to $140. But that's a great way to just like a great benchmark to just really start at how to price yourself and how to like, you know, be competitive in your area, because I can't be charging $10,000 a day in Cleveland, Ohio, because the market here doesn't bear that. But if I was living in San Francisco, I might be paying $10,000 a month in rent, which means the market can potentially bear a $10,000 a day rate. So it kind of scales everywhere, it kind of works in a lot of different places. When pricing yourself, it's important to keep consistency. You don't want someone hearing about how you charged them $5,000 for a shoot when you charge the same, although someone else $500 for the same, essentially the same shoot. Your rate is your rate. Either the clients that you work with will eventually come to that rate, or you will not work with those clients. So it doesn't matter if it's a multi-billion-dollar organization, my day rate is my day rate, and they have to pay that. But like, you don't want to price gouge people just because it's a multi-billion-dollar organization or company like Progressive. I'm going to charge Progressive the same amount of a day rate as I would charge whoever coming in off the street who just found me on Instagram. So it doesn't matter what it is, it's like your price has to be your own, and you know, outside of that, you can start negotiating and working with licensing.
Well, hold on. What's licensing? What about that?
No, fuck you. I'm not doing that today. That's a whole gigantic can of worms that we're not going to get into.
You sure?
This is a rant, not a freaking tutorial on licensing. Coming soon. Yes, Jack. A lot of the rants we do here are kind of just things that I'm like driving into work and just get pissed about. We're always looking for topics to rant about, so if you have something that just really pisses you the fuck off, drop a comment below. Let us know.
So I got you the first on the list with